Well, welcome to a new video. I assume it's a new video. I didn't know whether I was going to do a video or not, actually, to be honest. I'm doing a bit of a 2-week trip up north from Bribie, where we live. I thought I'd just do some recording, and if I get some good content, I'll throw up as a video. So if you're watching this, I'll probably put it up on YouTube and it's a video. So yeah, left home a couple of days ago from Bribie. Went up to just me. Ali's working, so good excuse to get away for a couple of weeks, do a bit of fishing before I go back and do another contract. So I left home, left Bribie a couple of weeks ago and drove up, saw some friends at Gin, chopped in to see some good mates there. They had a great time there, really lovely people. Carried on up to Calliope and stayed the night at South Calliope. There's a picture here, pretty misty there. And I'm just at, hang on, my water's the water's overflowing. I need to go and turn the tap off. Well, I got that water issue sorted out at Rocky, got my water filled up, that's all good. So I'm here at camp. I've made it all the way up to Standish Bay. Quite a rugged road in, really. Well, I don't know, a lot of people described it as being very corrugated and what have you, and I found that 95% of it just a pretty rough road. I was pulling 80 to 85 k's along it, no problems at all. There was a little bit, so you wound around some trees, it was a bit corrugated there, enough to make me get out and actually let my tyres down, thinking the rest of the road was going to be like that. But it's sort of a couple of minutes later it came fine, and all the way here it sort of came right. So yeah, look, a great little spot. I'll show you around camp here. I've got the fire going down there, got my tripod ready, and I've got a really top level steak ready to throw on that grill. Cars all here, everything's good. Set up around. I've even done my washing, actually. I've got my, you might be interested. Show me, there's my washing hanging in the tree. Got my Starlink dish out. It's like, I don't know, just like home. Except, you got this view. Look at this view. It's just unreal. And the view from the chair, look at that. That's just freaking awesome. And so these are free camps along here. You can see behind me, but there's about another 3 or 4 camps back along that track, and then ahead of me there's another, I think there's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 more up there, but it doesn't go too much further. These are all free camps here at Standish Bay, so a bit of a trick finding them. You got to go down Barramundi Street, which is appropriate, based in fact I probably won't catch one. Go down Barramundi Street and you turn right, and it's only about 40 or 50 metres up there, no signs, no nothing, and you just drive into the bush. And you just drive for, it's, look at my van, you'll get one of those in there easy. There's a guy down there with a great big tall Jayco. I was talking to him earlier, he's complaining about it, but he got it through. And so you get, and you got these camps. These are great camps, and I don't, as far as I know, there's no real limit on how long you can stay. I'm going to stay for 3 or 4 days. Wander around the beach, have a little bit of fish. The guys, I've talked to 2 or 3 guys already. Apparently, there's no fish here at all. But anyway, I'll give it a go. And then I'm going to head up to Notch Point, because Notch Point's all closed at the moment, and it's due to be, I think, closed today, and it opens again next Friday, so another 3 or 4 days time. At 5 o'clock, they've done all the track up and cleaned a lot of rubbish and shit like that. So I'll be waiting right at the gate. So yeah, that'll be good. So it's a nice little camp here anyway. So I'll keep you updated with anything that happens. But I think I'll be pretty much staying around camp for a few days. Actually, as a side note for those watching from the Everest Tremor side, or aboard a Tremor, how did it go on the rough road and the corrugated with towing the caravan and all that? Smashed it. It absolutely smashed it. It was fantastic. I was quite impressed with the shocks. Comparing it to my old Prado that I had, this thing just blew it out of the water, absolutely blew it out of the water. So I have put the airbags on the back of this. I don't think it will make a hell of a lot of difference. It's more about the height for the caravan rather than the ride. But those Bilstein shocks that they have in these things, yeah, I'm pretty happy so far. That's pretty good. When I hit the corrugate, she was a rough ride, but those corrugates would have destroyed anything, to be honest. But she's gone well. She's done well. So pretty happy with that. Oh, and new caravan arriving soon. Watch this space. Well, out here for a morning stroll, Standish Bay. Absolutely beautiful, but I can't believe how steep. The tide's gone out a hell of a long way. You see out here, it's gone way out there. But how steep this beach is. But I don't think the photo really does it justice, but that's quite a climb back up that hill to the trees. That's quite steep there. and it's yeah, it's unreal. There must be so much water. The high tide mark's up near those trees, so it must be a hell of a big tide here. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. You can see it's something else. Let me do a panoramic without my face in it. Hang on a minute. Here's that look. So you see, it's quite. I've come down from up there. Got the whole beach to myself here, but I'm going to go for a drive at the top of that point there. Look out. I think you can four-wheel drive to the top of it. Well, I think so. I'll give that a go later. See, the water's gone right out there. So that, it's probably another, I don't know, it must be another 20 metres up that beach where the high tide mark is from where I am. So, but it's a beautiful spot. Really, I might go for a bit of a walk out there at next low tide. Maybe tomorrow I might do that. A bit of fishing today and a bit of four-wheel driving, I think. We'll see how we go. I only had this truck for about, what are we coming up? 8, 9, maybe 10 months now or so. So I thought it was a good chance to get it off-road. I want to try the rock crawl mode on the Everest Tremor. Seemed pretty happy with it actually, not too bad. Not too bad. There's a lot of these four-wheel drive tracks all around Standish Bay. They seem to vary off go off the main road towards the beach area. I don't know if anything leads to anything interesting. I thought I'd just go and have a little explore down here. Pretty rough tracks, some of them, but all right. I got the gear. Well, actually I didn't bring my recovery gear, but I've got a shovel. Actually no, I haven't. That's back at the camp. I think I got one max track. Actually that's back at the camp with the caravan as well. Well, I have my wits, which has sometimes got me into trouble previously, but we'll see how we go. It's not some of it's not too bad. A couple of big muddy holes when I come in. And she's pretty wide. It's interesting to see where it goes. It doesn't seem to go anywhere really. Hang on, let's go around here a bit. Oh. Jesus Christ, goes all over the place. I don't know whether this is very used at all, but oh, here's a car down here actually. Oh, well, let's go and see what they're up to. Well, when you climb down a bank, it turns out this is where it led to. Pretty nice spot, really. That's a really nice spot. Got to the end of it. There's already a car here, someone here, I think. Can't find anyone around. Weird. Anyway, worth a look. Go for a wander down to the beach. Now you're very lucky today. You're here with one of the world's worst cast netters. So I'm going to show you how not to throw a cast net. If you can tell me how to do this properly, I'll bloody welcome it. Put some comments down below. Anyway, I'll show you how I do it. That's bloody working. So just gather the loops up like so. Like I've seen on so many YouTube videos. Get nice and straight. Like that. Go down to the horn there. Grab the horn. 1 under the thumb. 2 under the thumb. And the third one, half of one, comes around the other side and goes under the thumb as well. Right? And then you grab, make sure your net's got no tangles. This doesn't have any tangles. I saw it out a minute ago. Grab the straight down the bottom of the skirt there, and that goes under the thumb, and you go 2 arm lengths, 1, 2, to be here, and I want to hold that, and I want to do a big wide throw, so we'll give that a go. That went all over the place. Doesn't seem to get the spread that I'm looking for. Let me know in the comments below what I'm doing wrong. Oh, we're still here at Standish Bay. Unbelievable weather. Just, what are we now? We're in the 3rd and 4th weeks of August, and just 28 degrees, beautiful sunsets. Got the whole damn beach to myself. No one's in any of the other campgrounds. It is a weekday. It's like a Monday today, but this place is just beautiful. You know, if you get time off around now, it's a great place to come to. Yeah, sunsets at the beach, massive tide. The tide just goes out 100 miles. It's crazy. When it comes in, she comes in really high and fast too. But, so this is quite neat. Really enjoying this. I'll get this out of the. Probably got a windy mic going on here. A bit of information about Standish Bay. Standish Bay was actually originally called Thirsty Sound, and it was named Thirsty Sound by Captain Cook, who was here in 1770. I think it's about April or May he was here. It might have been end of May. And yeah, they came ashore, their second stop in Queensland, looking for water, and none was found here. They came into the shoal area, and none was found, so they named it Thirsty Sound, and it holds that name to this day. Well, to some it does. I think the local Coast Guard here uses that name, but it's since been named Standish Bay some years later. While you watch these shots of the area, a bit of information about the road into Standish Bay. It was about, I think it's about 100 k's or so. It must have taken an hour or more. I found that probably about half of it was sealed and very good road. Then it sort of hit like a stony sort of gravelly road. Look, I was able to do 80, 85 k's on that road. It was no issue at all. But there was sort of about 3 to 4, maybe even 5 k's of really seriously corrugated road. So it just, even going completely slowly, it just shook the car apart. It was incredible. Actually got out and let my tyres down, only to find out that I was nearly at Standish Bay anyway. But road in was good. I've had no bugs, no flies, a couple of flies, but nothing annoying me, just around, the rubbish bin and whatever. But no bugs, no mozzies, no sand flies, nothing. And I'm here at, the sort of towards the end of August, and there's no one else here, by the way. The whole campground's completely empty, so it's a good spot. Well, just doing the drive out of Standish now, back on the dusty road. You see, it's pretty dusty. It's just pretty full on. Only, probably 2 or 3 kilometres of pretty bad corrugates. The rest of it, you can pull 60, 80 k's along. It's not a problem at all. So, no, it's good out here. It was worth the trip out. Really worth the trip out. Beautiful little camps and place. So, no luck with the fishing, but that's me. No, it's pretty good. Heading up now to LBB to turn off to Notch Point. I've heard that Palmerston, there's a Cape Palmerston, I think, is pretty good as well, so that could be worth a look. We'll see how we go for a few more days. This gear going to pull over soon. I'll ear up again. I did ear down for those few kilometres because they were a really rough corrugated road, that bit. And I thought coming out anyway, I'm going to hit it again. So I left the ear down, but I'll put it up soon because I'm due to get to the sealed portion. About half the road's sealed, so I'm coming out now, coming up the sealed soon, I hope. And heading north. Oh, all set up here at Notch Point. A little bit further than I thought. I thought it'd be an hour and a half up here, but it's really probably more like 2.5 hours from Stanage to here. It might even been more. It's been a really good trip. Rode into Notch, unreal. It was supposed to be closed for a week, but I found out since I've been here, everyone's been here anyway for a week. So, but the council has put stones in the track. A few buckets of stones, like it's a bit of a token thing, I think. But that road was alright, just took it slow through there, it was fine. No water in my case, came in when the tide was high. It was actually really dusty, maybe a couple of buckets of water in one, but that's it, one of the holes, not much. I came up over the top of the hill, which is not really recommended. Talking to most of the people here, they've come around the side of the hill. I had a look at those tracks and they just looked like there'd be too much of a lean for me. Wasn't comfortable with that, and I knew the Everest was going to haul this thing over the hill. So the track was rocky. I had to do it in rock crawl mode and use the downhill descent and all the rest of it, coming down the main hill. And then there's a bit of a ledge, a final ledge that you come down into the camp on the other side of the hill, and that was I came down like. It was like a near vertical bank. The caravan was right up behind me, like it was unreal. Just crawled down it though, it was good. The truck did really well. Only to find out there's actually another road a bit further down that's a lot better. So I'll probably go out that way. But I'll get some drone footage around anyway and I'll show you what that looks like. It was pretty hair-raising. Beautiful place. Really, really nice place. I'll get some more video and stuff while I'm here and get that up and add that in. It's it's really nice. You can see why people like this spot. It's fantastic. I filled up the water tanks about half. Oh, I filled them about an hour and a half down the road. So I brought filled tanks in. I was going to fill up at the Elbilby Roadhouse, but luckily when I actually asked there, even though I had full tanks, I just asked. I was an inquiry. The guy said they've only got bore water there that's treated, so probably not very good for your water tanks, really. But apparently only 20 minutes down from the intersection, the Notch Points intersection, there's a couple of servos and things down there. So apparently they've got water. So that's not a problem. Anyway, I've got full water tanks now. So good for a few days here. Just having a bit of a walk around and I found this, I found the road. There's actually another road to get into the camp. You don't have to go over the big mountain like I did. Apparently nobody takes their caravans the way I did. But anyway, I did. So this is the way I'll come out, I think. I think I'd go back up over the hill anyway, but looks like this is a nice track, but it's kind of hidden in behind the bush there, to the very left of the big mountain hill thing. So, yeah, I think I'll come out this way. Well, after arriving yesterday and having a good night's sleep, I see it's a really low tide this morning, so I'm going to go for a walk right along the whole length of the beach. I think it'll be a really good day for doing that. All the way down to the end of the rocks there. Had a little plate of porridge before I get going. Chopped up some bananas and added to my porridge, so that'll be yummy. Some sultanas. Yeah, it's a beautiful day out here at Notch Point. Really nice day. I've put the anti flaps up too because a bit of wind was coming in before, so that seems to have sorted that out. Actually, I was walking around last night in the dark. I'd already put my feet and my thongs away, walking around in the dark, just double checking the car was locked up and what have you, and actually I stubbed my toe on that. Actually stubbed my toe on it. Good tough old cows up here. I've actually been seeing quite a few whales out here waving their flippers about. I want to see one. I'll try and send the drone out and have a bit of a looky. But yeah, I've seen a fair bit of it. Pretty cool. Good to be able to see that from your campsite and see it quite clearly too. Down there at the moment. Oh, there's one. I mean, you saw that one right in the middle of the picture there. There's one. So they're pretty close in. A nice little walk right along the beach. Come down the other end here. Fantastic walk. There's actually a old whale here, just there. He's been here a few years by the look of it. Also enjoying the sights. And you see all these butterflies flying around, and they're all over there by that tree. Look at them. Bit hard to see, I suppose, but in the picture, there sure is a lot of them around. Absolutely gorgeous walk along the beach. Been doing this each day. Walked to the end of the beach and back. Just been bloody fantastic. Oh, just me and the whales. No one else down here. It's been quite good. Really enjoying this. Good thinking time. Look at that. Look at that. That's just spectacular. The weather couldn't be better. Hopefully you see some more whales coming through. Get the drone out again if I can. Talking to a lot of campers, they're not very impressed with what the council did down here. They're throwing some stones around, but they haven't really put them in the holes. The bits where you can tip over your van, there's a bit of a slope that way. Yeah, some of the stones in some of the places have actually made it worse rather than better, so it wouldn't have been that hard for the council to throw the stones in the right place, I suppose, but you know what's happened there. It's only a few days ago, so it's not like the stones have moved or anything like that. It's bizarre. I guess they can tick the box, say they've done the job, or a job. Really, this is the only water coming out at low tide, so it's only a few inches deep, which is pretty good, really. Quite a lucky escape. No salt water on the car at all. Let's crawl through this. It's all stones underneath. Easy. Bit of a non-issue, really. It's good.